He endured 9 strikes from vicious blades to shield an extraterrestrial youngster, only to awaken surrounded by formidable guardians at his bedside. Before we plunge into this tale, hit the comments with a fast hello and share your viewing location. It truly boosts the channel's growth. Crimson liquid pooled beneath Marcus Hale's feet as he stood, teetering yet resolute, positioned firmly between the quivering kid and the 9 assailants wielding lethal weapons. The Interstellar trading hub had erupted into pandemonium around them. Yet in that instant, nothing else mattered but the stark arithmetic of endurance and the unforeseen decision of a human custodian who had never envisioned himself as a savior. The morning unfolded, routinely aboard the Galactic Alliance envoy ship Concord. Marcus dragged himself from his cot at 500 hours, a ritual unchanged over the last 4 years. The steady drone of the vessel's propulsion systems was his ever-present backdrop as he donned his slate-gray upkeep jumpsuit. The emblem on his arm declared facilities technician, but everyone, Marcus included, recognized it as glorified code for cleaner. He spared a glance at the compact holographic display by his bunk, his sole sentimental possession in the tight confines. It cycled through projections. His folks posed before their modest ranch in Kansas, his brother at his university commencement, and Marcus during his botched bid for armed forces enlistment. The denial from the Planetary Guard Force lingered painfully, even 6 years on. A slight cardiac irregularity, hardly impactful in daily routines, had sufficed to bar him from duty. Thus, here he lingered, mopping decks and polishing surfaces on an envoy craft rather than safeguarding humanity as he'd always aspired. The Concord was presently moored at Vortex Outpost, among the vastest cross-species commerce centers in the Cygnus sector. It was a standard envoy assignment. Humanity remained a novice in the cosmic assembly, having mastered superluminal propulsion merely 18 years prior. Eager to build coalitions and exchange accords, the Concord functioned as a mobile consulate. Marcus snatched his equipment case and proceeded to the galley. The dawn assembly had concluded their meal, granting him roughly 40 minutes to tidy before the bureaucratic team arrived for their stimulants. He acknowledged the sparse personnel he encountered in the passages. Most overlooked him. He was essentially transparent, merely an element of the infrastructure sustaining the ship. "Morning," a warm tone rang out. Dr. Elena Voss, the vessel's exozoologist, was among the rare souls who routinely noticed his presence. "Up with the dawn again." "As ever, Doc," Marcus answered with a faint grin. "Gotta prevent this spot from resembling a frat house." Elena chuckled. "Well, certain envoy reps could benefit from the nudge. I vow the Arconian group scatters more molted husks in the briefing chamber than my dog sheds hair on my sofa." "You said it," Marcus remarked, already envisioning the specialized suction tool he'd require shortly. "Any thrilling studies today?" "Indeed," Elena's gaze sparkled. "We're venturing to the Outpost Bazaar. A Zorathian herbalist asserts they've hybridized Vornian blooms with Syrian blaze vines. Must witness it firsthand." Marcus inclined his head, grasping scant of the scholarly ramifications. "Sounds fascinating. Stay vigilant out there, though. Overheard some defense folks mentioning heightened frictions between the Vortans and Sylari. Trade squabble or something." "Ever the guardian," Elena replied with a kind beam. "I'll manage. It's an open bazaar with outpost patrols abundant." "Sure. Naturally," Marcus uttered, abruptly sensing silly for his worry. "Have fun plant hunting." As Elena departed, Captain Thorn Reyes, the ship's protection lead, stepped into the galley. He poured a beverage and neared Marcus. "Hale," he stated with a brisk salute. "Captain," Marcus rejoined, persisting in sanitizing counters. "Aware of the Vortan developments?" Marcus fixed his gaze on his labor. "Only whispers, sir." Thorn dropped his volume. "Those whispers hold truth. Reports hint at Vortan radicals displeased with the fresh pact involving humanity. Nothing solid, but stay alert if you hit the outpost today." Marcus lifted his view, astonished the captain was confiding in him. "Me, sir?" Thorn lifted his shoulders. "You upkeep types are omnipresent yet unseen. Ideal scouts, plus your former forces, correct?" Marcus sensed his cheeks warm. "Barely, sir. Flunked the health check." "Still got the drills," Thorn noted. Just observe keenly. That's the request. With that, the captain exited, leaving Marcus pondering his selection. He wrapped up the galley cleanup and advanced to further chores. But Thorne's advice echoed persistently. Post-morning duties, Marcus reviewed his agenda and noted a couple hours vacant. He opted to visit the outpost, not due to Thorne's plea, but to acquire a particular sanitizing agent for the Betelgeuse delegates' lodgings, or so he convinced himself. Vortex Outpost was an immense edifice, housing over 60,000 fixed inhabitants and hosting multitudes more monthly. The core bazaar pulsed as its essence, an expansive tiered emporium where beings from the charted cosmos converged to barter commodities, favors, and data. Marcus disembarked the shuttle conduit and entered the orchestrated turmoil of the bazaar. The atmosphere brimmed with fused aromas of foreign cuisines, essences, and innate scents from myriad life forms. Tongues in innumerable dialects formed a baseline murmur, interrupted by sporadic vendor cries promoting their stock. He navigated the throng, mindful to evade contact with frailer entities. A cluster of slender, ethereal Lirani glided by, their diaphanous hides gleaming beneath the bazaar illuminations. Beside a nourishment kiosk, a duo of robust Keldor traders dickered with a terrestrial merchant over exotic stellar herbs. Marcus maintained a low profile, tracing the route to the facility's depot for the sanitizing agent. Rounding a bend, he spotted Dr. Voss inspecting luminous flora at a horticultural stand. She was immersed in dialogue with a lithe, indigo-hued being, likely the Zorathian herbalist she'd referenced. Marcus chose not to intrude and pressed onward. The facility's outlet nestled in a quieter bazaar segment. Marcus swiftly located his need and finalized the transaction. As he pivoted to depart, an uproar from the primary artery seized his notice. Elevated tones, irate ones, reverberated along the pathway. His interest piqued. Marcus advanced toward the din. A modest assembly encircled what seemed a dispute between a Vortan seller and an outpost patrol agent. The Vortan's plates had deepened to a vivid scarlet, denoting ire in their kind, and the agent's palm lingered near his immobilizer. "This marks the fourth instance this cycle," the agent declared. "You cannot obstruct the passage with your goods." "Others commit likewise," the Vortan snarled, revealing tiers of fangs. "You single me out for being Vortan. Ever since your Terrans inked their accord, you presume dominance." The agent exhaled, evidently weary of the exchange. "Simply relocate your stall to the allocated zone." The Vortan grudgingly yielded, grumbling presumed invectives in his vernacular. The gathering scattered, but Marcus observed a cadre of Vortans monitoring from an adjacent niche. They conversed softly, sporadically eyeing the agent. Marcus recalled Thorne's caution and experienced a shiver. Perhaps the captain's apprehensions were valid. He weighed reporting the sighting, but deemed it insufficiently tangible for alarm. Merely some aggrieved traders, probably. He commenced his return to the shuttle conduit linking back to the Concord. Traversing a line of nourishment kiosks, a diminutive form bolted from amid two sellers and crashed into him. Marcus staggered rearward but swiftly steadied. Gazing downward, he confronted a Sylari juvenile. The Sylari echoed terrestrial canines somewhat, clad in plush pelt with peaked lobes and expansive, vivid orbs. This youth appeared no older than 7 or 8 in human terms, boasting soft emerald pelt and piercing sapphire orbs presently dilated in terror. "Easy there, kiddo," Marcus murmured softly. "Where are you rushing off to?" The youth babbled hastily in Sylari speech, which Marcus's omni-translator labored to decipher. He grasped snippets, parent, misplaced, frightened. Marcus crouched to the youth's height. "You're separated? Seeking your parent?" The youth bobbed affirmatively. Marcus surveyed for any mature Sylari possibly hunting a lost offspring. The bazaar teemed, but he spied no one distressed. "I'm Marcus," he indicated himself. "Your name?" "Lira," the youth responded post-pause. "My guardian is Sora." We were browsing, then loud shouts. "Beings fleeing. I panicked and dashed, but now she's gone." Marcus inclined sympathetically. "All right, Lira, we'll locate your guardian jointly, yes? She's surely anxious." The youth eased marginally at his serene manner. Marcus rose and extended his palm, which Lira clasped after minimal delay. Her tiny claw-esque grip warmed his. "Where last with your guardian?" Marcus inquired as they strode. Lira gestured toward the bazaar's focal square. "Near the cascade." "Viewing ornaments," Marcus assented and guided onward. The focal square bustled intensely, the cascade acting as a typical rendezvous for patrons. Nearing, Marcus scanned the mass for a grown Sylari resembling Lira's kin. The square overflowed unusually, and Marcus noted extra outpost patrol agents circulating. He retained a secure yet tender hold on Lira's paw, avoiding her loss in the swarm. "Spot your guardian?" he queried. Lira tipped on toes, lobes pivoting as she peered. "No," she voiced, tone quavering faintly. "But that's our spot." She indicated an ornament kiosk by the cascade. They advanced to the kiosk where a beige merchant showcased artisanal items. The female glanced up on their approach. "Pardon," Marcus stated. "This youth seeks her guardian, a Sylari called Sora. They visited earlier. Seen her?" The merchant's demeanor softened, viewing Lira. "Yes, about 40 minutes back." The guardian appeared troubled over something and departed hastily. That direction, she motioned to a hallway branching from the square, possibly to the patrol hub. "Unrest today." Marcus expressed thanks and steered Lira per the merchant's cue. The hallway thinned crowd-wise, bordered by niche outlets vending specialty wares. Midway, a cluster lingered outside an evident patrol substation. Approaching, Marcus beheld a mature Sylari female conversing vigorously with a patrol agent. "Lira!" the Sylari exclaimed, spotting them. "Praise the stars! Guardian!" Lira freed Marcus's grasp and sprinted to her kin, who enveloped her snugly. Marcus neared leisurely, eased by the reunion. The kin gazed up, her sapphire orbs akin to her offspring's, brimming with appreciation. "You located her," she uttered. "Gratitude, Terran. I fretted terribly, threats abound." "No issue," Marcus reassured. "Pleased she's secure." The patrol agent, a burly Arconian, saluted Marcus. "Timely aid. Reports of Vortan agitators in the bazaar today." "Poor timing for a youth solo," Marcus furrowed. "Agitators? Like the seller disputing his stall site." The agent rattled his jaws in Arconian dismissiveness. "Zark, he's perpetual grumbler. I mean the radical cell. They've disseminated anti-coalition rhetoric, aiming at Terrans and allies like Sylari." The Sylari-kin, Sora, hugged her offspring tighter. "My partner serves in envoy ranks, aided in forging the Terra-Sylari Health Pact. We've gotten warnings. Menaces." Marcus's worry intensified. This mirrored Thorn's hints too closely. "Perhaps retreat to your craft or abode," he proposed. "If true peril exists," his phrase truncated by abrupt turmoil from the focal square. Yells resounded along the hallway, trailed by distinct plasma arms firing. The agent swiftly activated his comm. "Hub, Outpost 4 here. Square status?" Reply audible. To Marcus, "Vortan radicals, 9 minimum, armed with edged tools. Targeting coalition kinds. All units converge." The agent unsheathed his immobilizer. "Remain put," he commanded afore dashing to the square. Sora appeared petrified, her pelt erect. "We must seek shelter," she declared. Marcus concurred. "Inside the patrol office. Should be fortified." They veered to the entrance, but ere entry, bazaar patrons surged the hallway, escaping square ward. Amid disarray, Marcus parted from Sora and Lira. Crowd ebbing, he located them meters distant, back to the wall. And nearing. From square access were 4 Vortans, plates vivid scarlet, each flourishing ritual edges. Their stares locked on the Sylari duo. Marcus acted instinctively. Decades of drills activated despite absent combat history. He interposed between Vortans and Sylari. "Enter now," he yelled to Sora. "Immediately." The Sylari seized her offspring and aimed for the patrol door, but locked. Agent's haste omitted access grant. The Vortans decelerated, evidently startled by Marcus's meddling. The chief, a massive male with marred ridge, rasped at him. "Yield, Terran! Our feud bypasses you." It doesn't anymore, Marcus retorted, broadening posture. Unarmed against 4 with edges. Prospects grim. The female's spouse betrays cosmic autonomy, the Vortan proclaimed. He and kin must atone for offenses against independent races. Marcus held firm. Whatever ideological grudge, menacing a youth won't settle it. The Vortan's secondary lids blinked, aggression marker. Final caution, Terran. Behind, Marcus heard Lira sobbing and Sora desperately attempting door breach. He committed. You'll pierce me prior. The Vortans charged sans delay. Chief thrust ahead, edge protruded. Marcus evaded, seizing the Vortan's limb and leveraging inertia to unbalance. Fundamental defense from forces intro weak. Second Vortan flanked. Marcus dipped under arc, yet insufficient to dodge shallow gash on arm. Agony surged, but surge sustained him. He delivered firm strike to second Vortan's neck, rare soft spot on armored frames. Third assailant orbited, seeking breach. First Vortan rallied and reapproached. Marcus retreated, sustaining barrier twixt foes and Sylari, choices sparse. Couldn't sustain eternally, aid absent. Flee, he bellowed to Sora, seek alternate agent. But ere Sora shifted, 6 additional Vortans materialized at hallway ingress. Ensnared. Ensuing unfolded languidly. Vortans assaulted unified, edges flashing under bizarre glows. Marcus battled exhaustively, dodging, parrying, countering opportunely. Disarmed one, wielding dropped edge to repel rest, yet outnumbered. One edge tore his side, another slashed leg. Third nicked wrist deflecting chest fatality. Torment engulfed. But Marcus endured upright, resolved to guard youth and kin longest feasible. Via pure volition, he persisted. Each edge contact, he compelled stability, motion. Ground slickened with his crimson. Sight constricted, obscurity edging. Remotely, shouts. Reinforcements arriving. Vortans detected likewise. Chief's ultimate. Frantic plunge. Not Marcus targeted, but bypassing toward Lira. Marcus pivoted, absorbing edge profoundly in spine. Kneeling, he witnessed outpost agents inundating hallway, Vortans withdrawing, chased by agents. Marcus crumpled wholly, vigor depleted. Final auditory, Lira's tone, shrill and alarmed, invoking his name. Then void engulfed. Marcus uncertain of demise. Torment dissipated, supplanted by drifting. Voices floated in unfamiliar dialects. Eye-opening attempted, method forgotten. Duration elapsed, unquantifiable. Sensations gradual return, mild beep. Of health gear, antiseptic odor of clinic, muted distant throb of mending lesions. With immense exertion, Marcus pried eyes. Overhead unfamiliar, loftier than ship infirmary, panels with pearlescent sheen. Decidedly not Concord. Sitting attempt immediate regret, lance through core. Tender yet steadfast palm urged recumbence. Kindly stay prone, Marcus Hale. Lesions mend ongoing. Tone melodic, accent novel. He angled head marginally, beholding Sylari female in health garb beside cot. Location? He rasped, vocal rough from inactivity. You reside in Imperial Health Hub on Syl Prime, she answered, scanning displays by cot. Transferred post-initial steadiness at Vortex. Injuries severe. Marcus blinked, perplexed. Syl Prime. Distant system from Vortex. Unconscious duration. 8 standard cycles, medic stated. Induced stasis for repair facilitation. Frame endured major harm. 8 cycles. Marcus processed. Transported to Sylari core while comatose. Why ferry wounded Terran cleaner cross stars? The youth, he voiced abruptly, recollections surging. Lira and kin, secure? Medic assented, unscathed via your deeds. Marcus loosened faintly, relieved. Excellent, that's excellent. Your craft informed of sight and state, Medic proceeded. Your leader voiced worry and thanks. Extended Concord's envoy itinerary to encompass Syl Prime halt post clearance. Quite thoughtful, Marcus noted. Doubting leader recalled his identity pre-event. Rest advised, medic counseled. Imperial healer checks shortly. Imperial healer? Extravagant for upkeep staffer. But Marcus, too, fatigued for query. Eyes shut, slumber reclaimed. Next arousal, space dimmed. Evening phase, he surmised. Strength amplified. Throb dulled. Testing warily, positional shift sans torment. Advancement, aware of company. Angling head, diminutive form in seat by cot. Lira, Sylari youth coiled, apparently dozing. Her emerald pelt near silvery in faint glow. Adjacent, also resting her kin. Marcus moved by their vigil, especially late. Remained motionless, avoiding disturbance. Door glided silently. Tall Sylari male ingress. Unlike Sora and Lira's emerald, his ash with platinum streaks. Adorned ornate garb with emblems Marcus unrecognized. Newcomer noted Marcus alert, neared cot quietly. Marcus Hale, he murmured deeply resonant. Pleased conscious, I am Hale, bonded to Sora, sire to Lira. Sir? Marcus recognized with minor nod, Mac's comfortable motion. Your kin safe. Paramount. Hale's lobes twitched ahead. Curiosity or astonishment, perhaps. You phrase as if deeds minor. Terran. Far from. Ere Marcus replied, door reopened. This instance, Sylari ingress armored uniquely. Fluid, almost viscous appearance, subtle pulses under surface. Each bore sophisticated armament. Stationed room perimeter, rigid. Marcus stiffened, baffled by presence. Anticipating threat? Here, seemingly secure health site. Trailing guards, 2 more Sylari. Elder with platinum pelt and ornate crown. Middle-aged in evident imperial finery. Hale knelt instantly, head inclined. Your Highness, he intoned. My Duke Overseer, your attendance honors. Marcus's thoughts whirled. Highness, Duke Overseer, amid Sylari nobility? Sitting retry, improper reclining preeminence, but ache restrained. Elder Sylari, Duke Overseer addressed, motioned Hale rise. Envoy Hale, formality needless this hour. Come to view Terran who preserved your offspring. Younger Sylari, monarch evidently, neared cot. By now, Sora and Lira roused. Lira's orbs widened, at imperial guests, swiftly emulating sire's deference. Marcus Hale, monarch uttered, tone unexpectedly mild. I am Sovereign Varyn of Sylari Union. We incur vast obligation to you. Marcus gulped. Your Highness merely what any would. Right spot, right moment. Sovereign's tendrils quivered, perhaps mirth. Envoy Hale relays you gravely hurt shielding his kin. Endured 9 edge hits yet held till aid. Not any's deed as claimed. Overseer advanced. No Terran Lira, no mere youth. She's Sovereign's kin, imperial lineage. Envoy Hale Sovereign's sibling. Marcus sensed sudden weight, not solely lesions. Intervened for youth, any youth. Her nobility unconsidered. Unaware, he voiced truthfully. Wouldn't alter. Youth imperiled. Soul view, Sovereign swapped glance with Overseer, unspoken exchange. Then reverted to Marcus. Deeds embody pinnacle honor, valor, he declared officially. Sylari Union recognizes debt to you, Marcus Hale of Terra. Post-recovery, formal acclaim of service. Marcus response lost. Disproportionate seemed. Spared reply by Lira, slipped from kin, now cot side. Better, Marcus? She queried, tone tiny yet distinct. Despite all ache, bewilderment, surprise, imperial meat, Marcus grinned at youth. Far better, Lira, thanks, query. Lira bobbed. Scared when you dropped. Much crimson. Lira, Sora admonished softly. Maybe later. Fine, Marcus assured. Tougher than appear, Lira. Terrans mend swift. Sovereign observed interaction keenly. Verily, your kind's durability notable. Our healers impressed by Frame's therapy response. Overseer throat cleared. Allow Marcus Hale rest, perhaps. Highness, discourse time when fortified. Sovereign concurred. Certainly. Marcus Hale, converse soon. Meanwhile, under Sylari Imperial safeguard and tending. Needs fulfilled. Imperial entourage exited, guards trailing. Hale addressed kin. Depart too. Late, Lira bedbound. Sora assented, but Lira hesitant. Nearing cot anew. Earth Tales next? Never encountered Terran pre-you. Marcus grinned again. Gladly, Lira. Rest. Kin farewelled, departed. Marcus ceiling stared, events digesting. From unseen cleaner to Imperial rescuer in cycle span. Implausible. Yet here, Imperial health on unvisited world. Fatigue overpowered. Slumber pondering future cycles. Marcus is mending advanced, swiftly ensuing cycles. Sylari health tech superior, hastening repair beyond Terran capacity. By 5th post-awake cycle, upright sans aid. By 7th, brief ambulation. Period. Routine visits from Lira kin. Kept vow, narrated terra, immense seas, lofty peaks, varied fauna, seasonal shifts. Lira absorbed raptly, lobes attuned every syllable. Hale frequently joined, posing insightful queries on Terran customs, rule. Marcus responded optimally, though occasionally overmatched. Cleaner, not envoy or scholar. Insight precious still, Hale affirmed post-session. Offers view beyond formal envoy paths. Sincerity and observations. On 11th post-awake cycle, distinct visitor, Captain Thorn Reyes from Concord. Protection lead appeared uneasy in lavish Sylari setting, yet grinned, citing Marcus upright. Hale, he uttered, caught nearing. Healthier than anticipated. Captain, Marcus saluted. Sylari health wizardry. Reyes bobbed, room scanning. Heard so. Stirred quite. Captains handling Terra High Command queries since heroic Terran saved Sylari nobility news spread. Marcus winced. Unaware nobility. Adds tail allure, Reyes dryly. Ordinary Terran upkeep risks life for alien youth, unknowing princess. Press frenzy surreal his deeds, Terra reported. Just cleaner right place time, Marcus maintained. 9 wounds dispute, Reyes rebutted. Footage reviewed Hale, extraordinary. Marcus averted gaze, praise uneasy. Diplomatic status, Vortans. Vortan regime denounced radicals officially, Reyes said. Deemed unauthorized terror. No pact disruption. Relieved truly, Marcus. Captives? Interkind trial? Testimony potential but post-full mend. Conversed longer, Reyes ship updating, crew messages. Dr. Elena Voss party planning welcome. Even Captain Vid message Reyes tablet played. Pre-depart, Reyes paused. More, Hale. Terra High liaised Sylari Supreme. Talk of formal envoy role for you, Marcus gaped. Me? Envoy? I scrubbed decks, Captain. Reyes shrugged. Also solo preserved key interkind pact shielding Sylari sovereign's kin. Envoy on bonds, Hale. Forged major. Post Reyes. Marcus silent, stunned. Envoy post. Absurd. Yet pondering Hale, sovereign, Lira talks. They treated not cleaner, but valued beyond upkeep skill. Next cycle discharged from Health Hub. Quarters in Imperial compound, humble Imperial wise, luxurious pre-experience. Jumpsuit swapped for Terran-cut garb in Sylari textiles, plush on mending epidermis. Evening, summoned Sovereign Varyn, Duke Overseer meet. Escorted private den, not throne hall, implying unofficial. Sovereign welcomed cordially, seating invite comfy seats round low slab. Overseer seated, data slates arrayed. Marcus Hale, Sovereign initiated. Accommodations adequate? Exceedingly, Highness, Marcus honest. Appreciative hospitality. Sovereign bobbed, gratified. Understand craft captain visited? Relayed Terra High's future interest. Mentioned envoy role, Marcus wary. Unsure entailment. Overseer interjected. Syl Terra bond pivotal juncture. Marcus Hale. Health pact mere onset profound coalition. But coalitions need trust. Trust needs links. I've linked, Marcus gradual comprehending. Exactly, Sovereign affirmed. Plus exemplified traits both kinds prize. Valor. Altruism. Vulnerable shield sans kind regard. Overseer slate tapped. Hollow emerged over slab. Galaxy headlines, many Marcus hero saves, Sylari air. Some fuzzy station feeds. Marcus versus Vortan foes. Deeds echoed beyond our spheres, Overseer said. Multikinds observe unfolding. Marcus sensed duty burden. Role specifics? Sovereign leaned. Special liaison our spheres. Not supplanting envoys, aiding. Unique view, authenticity, Reyes noted. Assets vital. Unqualified, Marcus objected. No envoy drills, no advanced interkind studies. You possess superior sovereign countered. Ethical sway. Acted unhesitant, protect non-kin youth, immense peril. Speaks to persona, thus humanity's ally potential. Dialogue extended, sovereign overseer detailing proposed duty. Marcus queried, absorbed, saw earnestness. No symbolic stunt. Believed contribution genuine. Meet end, sovereign queried final. Ponder offer, Marcus Hale. Marcus reflected conquered life. Endless upkeep cycle, crew invisibility. Failed forces dream, hollow by bunk untaken chances. Then Lira's earth query face. Kyle's thoughtful Terran probes, meaningful part potential. Will ponder, Highness, he said. Opportunity, thanks. Subsequent cycle, formal right acclaim, Marcus deeds. Palace Grand Chamber. Sylari elites. Concord crew assembled. Sovereign Varyn conferred Order of Luminary Crest. Sylari top valor honor. Kneeling medallion receive. Marcus glimpsed Lira with kin. Youth miniwave, he reciprocated grin. Instant decision solidified. Sovereign public query accept liaison post. Marcus yes unhesitant. Chamber cheered, Terran Sylari unified. Post-right reception, Dr. Elena Voss neared, beaming wide. Liaison Hale, she toasted glass lift. Who foresaw? Marcus laughed, sound self-surprise. Not I. Half expect tomorrow upkeep garb awake. Elena sobered. Always sensed more than cleaner. Glad others recognize? Thanks, Marcus touched. Means much. Reception ongoing, dignitaries neared, Sylari Terran. Many sought first-hand bizarre account. Others interkind views. Marcus honest replied. Role comfort growing. Evening close, crowd thinning, Lira side appeared. Formal attire, princess evident. Marcus, she said. Staying Syl now? Nodded. While least. Work with sire, other envoys. Lira's lobes perked. Good. Earth queries remain. Show Syl. Palace forests stunning unseen beings. Like that, Marcus grinned. Perhaps, Lira added serious. Teach bravery like you. Marcus crouched level, wounds mindful. Lira, already brave. Calm amid fear. True valor, youth pondered. But fled hid. You stood battled. Situations vary bravery kinds, Marcus explained. Sometimes brave flee aid seek. Sometimes ground hold. Key, right do, scary even. Lira solemn bob. Grasp, I think. Then sudden hug. Thanks saving me, Marcus. Marcus gentle return. Welcome, Lira. Watching youth kin return, Marcus path reflected. Rejected applicant to unseen cleaner to liaison envoy, unplanned. Yet fitting. Ensuing week's activity vortex, Marcus split between envoy sessions, cultural intros, lesion therapy. Relocated diplomatic wing permanent quarters, Sylari tongue basics learned. Omni-translator handy, but direct preferred envoy. Per word, Lira unofficial Sylari guide, palace tour, customs teach. Reciprocal earth tales, human society queries endless. One evening, month post-right, unexpected Terra High Command calm. Personal from United Terra Secretary General, commending deeds, confirming Sylari Union Special Liaison appoint. Attached kinfile. Folks Terra Press interviewed son heroics pride voiced. Brother old mates messages flooded recalling sibling school. Final attach moved most. Formal rescind planetary guard reject, acknowledging deeds qualities sought. Symbolic now, new duty precludes service, but validation profound. Night, quarters balcony, unfamiliar Sylari stars gazed. Somewhere Terra, prior life. Choice unregretted. Role purpose upkeep lacked. Yet bittersweet complete shift via bizarre chance meet. Soft door wrap interrupted. Opening Kyle corridor. Liaison Marcus greeted. All fine? Fine, Kale assured. Merely converse pre-tomorrow assembly. Marcus invited sitting area settled. Kale refreshment declined, direct. Assembly debates health pack growth tomorrow, he said. Some fret haste. Marcus bobbed. Unsurprising. Every rule has conservatives. Worry tradition taint, guest. Among else, Kale confirmed. Faction favors old seclusion despite alliance gains. View Lira event-proof, other kinds engagement risks. Extremists few acts shouldn't define interkind ties, Marcus said. Concur, Kale said. Your existence counters narrative potently. Marcus uneasy. Unwant political emblem. Kale lobes flicked understanding. Nor request. Suggest authentic view, tail power. Assembly benefits direct here. Pondered, Marcus bobbed. Speak if summoned. Honest ever. All request Hale Rose leave. Door paused. Marcus not yet thanked properly. Not envoy, sovereign kin, but sire. Saved offspring life, family eternal grateful. Emotion depth touched Marcus. Remarkable youth who simple. Glad there. Post Hale, balcony return. Thoughts tomorrow assembly, possible say. No sleek envoy orator, perhaps irrelevant. Needed not refined speech, but plain truth. Youth peril, kind irrelevant. Protect soul. Clarity moment roll grasp. Not despite envoy inexperience, because deeds untainted politics protocol. Pure Terran, revealing cross-kind genuine link potential. Next cycle assembly grand palace chamber. Marcus formal liaison garb, beside Terra envoy, career diplomat Maria Santos, arrived Syl Prime week post-event. Supportive unusual appoint, recognizing royal bond unique. Per Hale predict, debate heated health pack growth. Sylari Assemblyman Vorek opposed lead. His auburn pelt ruffled speaking. Hurdle deeper coalition barely grasping these Terrans, argued. Bizarre event shows engagement galaxy-wide perils. Royalkin offspring risked. Sovereign Varyn presiding elevated, glanced Marcus. Special liaison Hale, address assembly this. Marcus stood all eyes. Esteemed assemblyman began. Comprehend people's safety worries. Prudence-wise new bonds, individual or kind. Paused, thoughts collect. Bizarre event scary dangerous, suggest shows not interkind fail but promise. Assailants tiny radicals own regime rejects. Acted fear. Change fear, link fear, past differ future fear. Several assemblymen bobbed, Marcus confident grew. Contrast, post-event experienced remarkable. Your world brought, healers mended, society welcomed. Plain upkeep no status, dignity, kindness treated. Direct Vorek, speak engagement dangers. Benefits witnessed. Health pact alone saves innumerable both worlds. Deny people fear-based, Vorek pelt eased. Not mere fear, Terran. Tradition preserve concern, values. Respect, Assemblyman Marcus replied. Culture's not isolation preserved, but strength, confidence, adaptability. Met Sylari heritage proud, others curious. Balance preserve worthy. Debate prolonged, others join. Marcus addressed, spoke, else listened keen. Session close, compromise, pact grows, added safeguards, cultural intros, participants all. Assembly disperse, Santos neared Marcus. Fine work, quiet. Natural envoy sense, Hale. Marcus wry grin. Or mind speak, sans years envoy filter. Sometimes needed exact, she replied. Sincerity polishes persuasive. Following months, Marcus' role settled. Worked Terra team, Sylari court close, cultural bridges, understanding aid. Unique spot, neither standard envoy nor Sylari specialist, but personal both worlds link, valuable myriad talks. Health pack thrived, Sylari healers Terra travel, Terran researchers Syl Prime come. First big breakthrough 6 months post-appoint, joint group degenerative neural therapy, both kinds. Success both worlds celebrated. Marcus announcements prominent. Personal Lira kin bond deepened. Honorary kin uncle, human customs teach, Sylari traditions learn, Lira Imperial Institute enroll, classmates proud told favorite Terra studies, curriculum Marcus occasional contributed. Year post bazaar, Marcus Terra returned first, accompanying Sovereign Varyn state visit, reception grander imagined, New Berlin streets crowds, planet coverage, folks honored dinner guests, mother wept citing hands face confirm real. My son, repeated. Brave son. Father reserved yet emotional tight embrace. Proud son, whispered. New special meant. Visit diplomatic win, expanded TerraSyl co-op multiple fields. Trade pacts inked, cultural swaps set, joint stellar probe announced. Throughout, Marcus' initial assembly approach kept. Honest, spoke interkind challenges, opportunities, unique view drawing, final Terra visit night, private diplomatic dinner. Post-meal Sovereign Varyn attention called, glass raised. To Marcus Hale said, began one world upkeep, became another hero, showed valor, compassion, kind transcends. Marcus toast accepted embarrassment pride mix. Later, group smaller talks, Marcus with Santos, Hale near vast window overlooking TerraSyl Remembrance Park, new diplomatic ad, both worlds flora. Ever envision end here? Santos asked. Concord deck scrubbing? Marcus' head shook. Never. Thought difference chance missed failed forces health. Hale soft hum. Sylari thoughtful equiv. Universe perhaps alternate route planned. Precise bizarre day placement required. Unsure, Marcus said, but grateful outcome. Even 9 wounds. Rueful smile, side touch deepest scar. Sylari proverb, Hale offered. Straightest route rare meaningful most. Your travel proved. Continued talk, Marcus noted Lira room across, animated his brother converse. Immediate bond, shared sudden spotlight siblings. Viewing, profound content. This essence. Not grand envoy acts, formal packs, but true individual links cross-kind divide. Night later, guest quarters bed prep. Marcus prior cleaner thought. Unseen decks mop, pipes fix. Rejected believed matter chance by. If speak that Marcus now say, perhaps simple. Purpose unexpected moments finds. Life measure not titles recognition, but choices matter most. Sometimes danger vulnerable between exact meant. Even unknowing till 9 wounds bleeding distant outpost deck. 2 years exact post bazaar, statue unveiled Vortex Outpost focal square. Depicted Terran protective before Sylari youth, facing unseen peril determined. Plaque. For Marcus Hale of Terra showed valor no kind knows. Marcus Lira beside unveiling, whispered ear lean. Bit theatrical think? Lira, 2 years elder, taller, significant, yet recognizable protected youth, up smiled. Not at all youth certainty. Hero Marcus. Hero statues get. Marcus' head shook, smiling too. Just guy did needed. Nothing special. That, Lira's surprising insight, exact special makes. Applause square filled, Marcus statue gazed. Not pride, humility. Not really him. New possibility moment represented. Proof mattered, kind differences, culture, biology fade. Innocent protect all boundaries transcend. That thought legacy worth. Not bad Janitor once believed universe nothing significant offer. Right end speeches multi-kind dignitaries. Each incident turning interkind ties emphasized. Vortan envoy last. Government peaceful cop commitment reiterated. Attack extremism rejected explicit. After crowd disperse, young Terran upkeep garb approached. Badge, Alex Rivera. Sir, nervous. Inspiration us upkeep all. Marcus warm smile. Thanks, Alex, but remember, garb capabilities not define. Never did. Alex away, visible lift, Hale side appeared. Wise words, envoy observed. Applies kind boundaries too. Learned few past years, Marcus grinned. Indeed have, Hale agreed. Taught few too. Watched Lira rejoin, excited statue speeches chatter. Marcus' affection surge for youth unwittingly life course changed, protected sans second thought. Some choices reflected, define more title position could. Bizarre day choice, danger youth between stand, revealed essential self, no forces reject menial work diminish. If 9 blades alien youth take lead here, meaningful labor, treasured bonds, purpose once thought beyond, every scar worth more. And that concludes the tale. If you stayed through to this point, remember to drop your thoughts on the story in the comments below. Positive or constructive, your input drives our improvements. Don't forget to like and subscribe for additional narratives like this. Plus, I'll pop another recommended video on screen right here.